and the core of that team expected to be the core of their national junior team this December in Buffalo.
And Finland also played in the gold medal game this recent year in Slovakia, losing to the USA in that gold medal game. So in back-to-back years with a group of 99 players, including Lokinen, 2 medals.
And worth pointing out that even by the under-18 standard, the Finnish team that won in 2016 was very young. Back at the point, Connor Timmins with a quick shot. That goes wide. Timmins plays for Sault Ste. Marie in the Ontario Hockey League. A high-scoring offensive defenseman who had 61 points in 67 games last year. Now a turnover and a chance in front of backhand shot lifted wide by Aarne Talvitie. On the puck back to center ice to Connor Timmins. So Timmins will try to atone for that first shift. He gave the puck away in his own zone. Goes back to Chalowski. In comes Chalowski, a wrist shot that goes high. Might have ticked the mask there of Luukkonen, the Finnish goaltender. Michael McLeod knocked off stride. Feeds that down to Brett Howden. His brother Quinton played for Canada at the World Junior Championship. Now Chalowski lays it back in deep as Timmins pinches up. The one thing this Canadian defense has going for it, Greg, is offensive pedigree. There's a lot of big numbers put up by the Canadian D-men in the various leagues.
They are. They're good with the puck, and not just...
A steal by Circle-Linen working in. A backhand shot, scores.
That's all important parts of the growth and development of this team.
We saw him talking to Trevor Letowski, assistant coach for Team Canada, who was recently named. Letowski, a gold medalist for Canada at the 1997 tournament in Geneva, coached by Mike Babcock.
That was the 5th of 5 straight for Canada before they went into a little bit of a drought.
Now the next year was Canada's debacle in Finland. That team with Joe Thornton as the 13th forward was pretty good.
Mark Denny was the goalie. He was unbelievable. I remember that gold medal game against the USA. I don't think they could have put a P past him. That's how good he was in that game.
2-0 win in that game. Killed off a 5-minute major. Letowski was a big part of that penalty kill. Hopping off the pitch. The greatest clutch goal scorer Canada's ever had. Lynn moves in as Cole Lynn of the Kelowna Rockets brings that in, a Vancouver second-round draft pick. And back comes Vakanainen. Vakanainen returning from last year's team for the Finns. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing for them, but he does know how quickly things can get away at the World Junior Championship.
They were generally concerned when they made the coaching change that they may get relegated. That's the depths of despair the team was in.
It was a 2-game relegation tournament. They scored late in the third period to win the first game 2-1 and won the second 4-1 to avoid relegation. Vakanainen works in, shoots, and Skinner makes the stop.
In the Western Hockey League 2 seasons ago.
Shot ripped wide there by Jani Kukkonen. Carolina's second-round pick. Now the pass snapped ahead to Cliff Pooh. Buffalo third-round pick in 2016 is Cliff Pooh. Started for the London Knights in the OHL. And what a year he had last year. 35 goals in 63 games for him.
A very interesting player in terms of, he was drafted by the Oshawa Generals in the first round, and they traded Pooh to acquire Michael McCarron.
Right.
And Oshawa went on to win the Memorial Cup. You know, they don't have the same depth as other countries, but now when they're producing some high-end players and they have the same type of thinking as a unit and the same type of determination and competitiveness as a unit, they're more than formidable.
5 to go here in the opening period. Shots are 6-3 in favor of the Finns.
Like quarterback, the big bomb, pass it, think back there. He was a late-round draft pick by the Ottawa Senators. Jarmo Kekalainen, the current general manager of the Columbus Blue Jackets, was working for Ottawa at that time and really felt that Salo had potential.
Did okay, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Hura sends that ahead. Now the rink-wide pass. Scooped up by Aarne Talvitie. And Talvitie, who plays for Penn State, or is going to play for Penn State in the upcoming year in the NCAA, moves it up. Play called off. Plays for Sault Ste. Marie, drafted by Tampa, signed by the Lightning. Patrick got 35 goals last year for the Greyhounds. Now glove down behind the goal by Kukkonen. And Yanni Kukkonen played that back at the point, but the puck bounced away from Kelly Rassinen, the Edmonton 6th-round pick. Brought in now by Howden with McLeod. Phillips is the trailer, now back at the point. Fabbro, a hard shot, save made. As Luukkonen kicked that away. Now Fabbro plays it down to Phillips. And Phillips in a battle down there with Yanni Kukkonen. And the puck banged off the boards by Fabbro. This will be icing against the Finns. This summer evaluation process has certainly changed over the years. It used to be simply an intra-squad type of matchup. There was the one year in Regina where Colton Tubert KO'd Jordan Caron, broke his collarbone actually, knocked him out for the first 2 months of the year. And busting with a quick chance there for the Finns is Jerry. Now that said, the 9 would be the maximum. It'll depend how many of those players are on NHL rosters when the selection camp begins.
Tyson Jost is one of those players returning. Very well could be the captain of Canada at the World Junior Tournament, but he's already leaving school and playing games last year for the Avalanche. Be interesting to see how he fares in the first half of the NHL season.
He's not playing this week, nor is Nolan Patrick, the Flyer first rounder, who was injured at Philadelphia. I was thinking more along the lines of Evgeny Malkin, Jonathan Toews.
I still remember Steve Downey, that first shift of the gold medal game.
And now
the round, it wasn't the medal format, but it was a game that was for the gold medal between Canada and Sweden. And Todd Harvey made a similar type.
And round robins that can make all the difference.
Well, it was interesting because Canada had too many men on the ice penalties in that gold medal game, and certainly not the ones you want to have. But you know, the excitement of that game, the players, you know, trying to manage it, and they're teenagers.
Kukkonen brings it across the line. Yanni Kukkonen. GM Ron Francis here watching. Drops it back to Sello. Shoots, scores! Gadjevich plays it in deep for Will Bitton. Plays to Hamilton in the OHL. The Montreal 2nd-round pick. Check out a 3rd-round pick of the Canadians. Now Gadjevich's shot. And Luukkonen hangs.
What would you do as a junior team?
The pressure on junior teams to release players for the Olympics will be immense.
I think so.
And that's a tough one.
I don't know how you stop a young player that's capable of being in that situation.
Long lead pass right on the tape of Canada's Cole Lynn. He's brought down in the corner, and now it's sent back down the ice. 50 seconds to go in the power play. No shots on goal so far.
Just quickly back to the junior issue. It's tough to stop a player or not allow a player, not stop him is the right way, but prevent him from going and participating in the Olympics.
Walking in is Mahura, and that shot hit a leg in front, and the rebound cleared down the ice.
Been a Linka gold medal 2 years ago. Carter Hart was the other goaltender, but Dylan played in the gold medal game. Canada won. Live in a Linka tournament, which is a precursor, and really it's the preparations for the IIHF U18 championship that occurs in April. So, interestingly enough, Cody Glass, 6th overall by the Vegas Golden Knights at this time last year was a cut for Team Canada. So,
team, the U.S. made some cuts this morning. We mentioned earlier the United States will take on Sweden later on this afternoon here in Plymouth.
And a real opportunity to potentially watch a player that could be playing in the Olympics for Sweden. And in my view, no doubt will be the first overall pick in the 2018 NHL draft, defenseman Rasmus Dahlin.
You think he could make the Swedish Olympic team?
I sure do. Well, they don't have any NHL defensemen available to him. And what he did last year in the Swedish Elite League for Frölunda as a top 4 defenseman, I mean, I'm not saying he's for sure on the team. I'm saying the possibility of him playing there is real. That's how good this young man is. Tune in He's the real deal. I usually call defensemen top 2 or top 3 defensemen. I think he's a clear-cut #1 defenseman, and they don't come along very often. Superb player.
He was terrific for the Swedes in the World Junior Championship last year. Absolutely fearless with the puck.
Fearless with the puck, and he brings all the elements to the game. Physical play, offensive play, really sharp skater. Just has the game under control at every moment.
Turkalainen plays it in deep for the Finns. Now Turkalainen takes the return pass. Turkalainen across the top. Inola centers it, gets the puck right back. Time winding down on the power play here. The puck knocks over the stick of Väkänäinen. Hagel took it away from him coming out of the box. Little bit. Montreal third-round pick had it knocked away. Moved up by Kukin. Now Fabro had lost his stick. He finds Mahura. And Josh Mahura sends it ahead for a bit. Little bit from the sharp angle, shoots. And Luukkonen gets a piece of that.
It's a real good play by Dante Fabro, losing the stick, but the presence of mind and a little bit of soccer skills to get it kicked over so they can get out of their zone.
Fabro back with it. Talvitie took that away. A centering pass poked away by Mahura. Now the centering pass and a shot taken there by Kukin, kicked away by Wells. Valimaki with a shot. He rips that wide. So Valimaki, the Calgary first-round pick, plays for Tri-Cities in the Western League. Go ahead, go! Kukin across the line. Rips in that long shot, pushed down to Wells. He kicks that away. Big pass for Radish. Taylor Radish tries to center it. And the pass skipped away from Cliff Pooh. Rink wide pass gets especially, and Swedes as well to a lesser extent, coming to North America to play before they get drafted.
Well, he played for the Sioux City Musketeers last year, and they lost in the championship game to the Chicago Steel in the USHL. So, I mean, even coming over for that step before college.
Right. Move back in front. Kukin to the shot, stopped by Wells. Here's Gerard back on it, 4-on-4 now, with under 3 to go here in the second period. It was Gabriel Landeskog for the Swedes. Really
for Stuart Skinner, I think after these 2 games, he's feeling a little bit that way. But the one thing I know about Stuart Skinner after having watched him for a number of years, he's a big-time competitor and he finds ways. So stay on the radar with your play for the Lethbridge Hurricanes.
So this is the bulk of the group that lost 8-2 to the United States yesterday afternoon. And regardless of what Emily was an accomplished hockey player, of course, 5 shots for the Finns so far in this extended power play. It remains 4-2. Right. Here comes Gadjevich across the line for Canada. Canada now on the power play for a minute 35 seconds. Who lost the puck? It goes back to Gerard. In shoots. That was blocked. And it's done across with Talvitie. Radish. Swings it. Now the Finns work in 4-on-4.
Ford's quick thinking.
4-on-4 for 35 more seconds than Canada to a brief power.
A proclivity to have 4-on-4 full time, so you have to look perhaps at making the arena a little bit bigger, the ice surface.
Kachuk takes the return pass from Gerard. Boris Kachuk. 10 seconds to go until Canada's on the power play. Salo picks up the loose puck. Kachuk lost his stick. Now Fabro picks up the loose puck. Dante Fabro, lead pass for Kachuk. With room, he walks in. And a good defensive play made there by Juuso Valimaki. Canada now on the power play for 47 seconds.
Wants to make a difference in the game, and when I use Mark Giordano as a comparable, it's more in the way he plays. I mean, Mark Giordano is a very unique player, but Välimäki plays with that same type of determination to try to impact the game in all its areas.
Timmins rink wide for Glass. Now Glass works in. Cody Glass tied up in the corner. Put back by Jonathan Ang. Timmins a long shot that was tipped wide by Glass. Now Ang digging for it. Brought back the other way by Talvitie. His shot goes. Then they played in junior or college or wherever. Played probably in the World Junior Championship. Maybe the under-18 in the spring. Then went to the combine. Then got drafted. Then went to development camp. Then come to this. Then go to NHL training camp. And likely won't make it. And then go on back to their junior team or their college or their European team, wherever they are. It's a long year.
Sure is.
Perhaps best known for being the home of Carey Price at the time in his junior career.
A lot of good players came through there. You know, Ole Kolzig played there, Stu Barnes, Damon Lankow. They had 2 first-round draft picks last year. What used to be Canada took the biggest hits at the World Junior Tournament in terms of players not available to them. We're seeing that happen with some other players now. Clayton Keller, who turned pro, seemingly unavailable for Team USA this coming year. Signing with the Arizona Coyotes.
In comes Mahura, winds and fires, tipped in front, they score! In the Western League, tied for 3rd in the league with 50 goals in 70 games. Calgary's done okay with later small picks. Johnny Goodrow's okay. Now Wells down, the puck skips wide, and Dylan Wells, by the way, has not allowed a goal since coming in midway through the second period.
Well, this sets up as a terrific finish in the last 4 minutes. Real good time for players. Again, we talk about impressions. This is the time to really dig in here, show the coaches what you can do in these types of moments.
Point. What an unbelievable story he became. And then at the World Championship.
Back to your point you made.
In comes Howden, now taken down, centers it. Phillips has the puck loose at the side of the goal, jams it and scores!
Behind Wells, 10 goals.
Here comes Radish with it now. Taylor Radish throws that down in the finish zone as time winds down here in the 3rd period of a 5-5 tie. And so Kent, finger changing, he gets up there by himself, and now Radish has it back. Taylor Radish slips that puck in. Radish holds and drops it back to Mahura. And now Mahura winds in. Tries his luck, he spins and falls in front of Kukunen. Now brought back by Jani Kukunen. Fed back for Salo. To Talvitie. Talvitie for Kukunen. He pivots back, 3.5 to go in the overtime. Talvitie. Drops it back to Salo. Now Talvitie back on it. Radish. Battles that loose puck. It's picked up now by Mahura. He got tied up at center ice. Canada